The scariest part of writing a book is not that the fear shows up, because it will. The scariest part is that the fear sounds like your own voice. Logical, reasonable, true. That's when you know that the possession has taken place.
Pour a cup of clarity, sip a spark of insight. Coffee with Karma, your morning feels just right.
In The Exorcist, Regan didn't start fully overtaken. No, it happened slowly, one subtle shift at a time. And that's exactly how fear shows up when you're writing a book. In this episode of Coffee with Karma, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 dangerous mindset mistakes that many authors make, maybe you are, that let fear direct your book instead of your mission. And I will show you how to reclaim your authority before it gets twisted beyond recognition. Hi, I'm Carma Spence, and I help business leaders and other experts who are established write, publish, and market client-attracting books that build their authority and drive business growth. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell so that the YouTube algorithm knows that this is a good video for people like you who want to grow their business with books. And now for 5 mindset shifts, all inspired by the classic film, The Exorcist. The first one is trying to out-research the possession. Just like the doctors were trying to explain away Regan's condition, authors often intellectualize their fear, but knowledge won't exercise the avoidance. Only writing does. So when you start feeling that fear, you have to just write anyway. And if you can't write your book moving it forward, write anything. Write gibberish if you need to. Write the classic sentence that you learn when you learn to type. For those of you old enough to remember learning to type, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. You can type that. I recommend that you don't type. I recommend that you don't type all work and no play makes you a dull person. That could lead to shining examples of fear. Happy Halloween. All right. Number 2, treating book writing like it's a sacred trial. You know, you're not in the show Survivor, okay? You're just writing a book. Fear often convinces you that this is the book. It must be perfect, pure, divinely channeled. No, it really doesn't. You can actually follow a process that helps you write the book fast and easy, and it's not some sacred trial, it's just a book. And if it's not the right book, then you write another one. You know, ideally, you write the right book the first time, but, stuff happens, and sometimes you need to go through the experience of writing the wrong book in order to write the right book next. But I can help shortcut that if you just give me a holler. I can help you shortcut that process so you write the right book the first time. Fast, easy, and fun. Anyway, that belief, the belief that this is the book, that it's some sacred trial, is going to just cause paralysis. Your book is important, but not untouchable. You are not possessed, you are in progress. And I'm talking to myself just as much as anyone else because there's been a book I've been working on for 2 years, and I've got it in my I have a picture of it on my wall being a New York Times bestseller. So, like, I totally screwed up my mindset around it thinking, "This has got to be the book that puts me on the map." And so I've had to just chill, and I'm working on another book first because that needs to be first, and who knows, maybe that'll be New York Times bestseller. Yeah, someday I'll be a New York Times bestseller. Is it this book, next book? Maybe it'll be some piece of crap book I write. Who knows? Who knows? New York Times bestseller really isn't all that based on actual sales. It's based on human whim. But, it still looks good on your resume, right? Anyway, don't let that fear eh, realize that this is just a book. It's just a book. And you can always write another one. Don't worry about it. If you would like some help jumpstarting your book, pick up my authority book blueprint. It's a simple workbook that in less than an hour will help you nail your idea and move you forward so that you can start writing your book and make sure that it's the right one. I have a link down in the show notes. Number 3, expecting fear to leave quietly. Yeah, how's that working for you? Keep on waiting. You don't cast fear out once and for all. I'm sorry. Even seasoned authors like myself experience fear in the writing process. There's always that next pinnacle that you're trying to overcome. It comes back, and the mistake is thinking, I shouldn't feel fear anymore. Courage is daily. It really is. And so is resistance. So expect it and keep going anyway. It's any speaker who says they aren't afraid when they get on that stage is either delusional or lying, or they're just not recognizing the fear. They've decided to think of it as excitement, but it still shows up every single time. And the same thing is with writing. There's always that part of you that's like, oh, am I a good enough writer to write this book? I was good enough for that book, but maybe not this book. Or maybe that's just me. Hey, fellow authors out there, if you've experienced that fear every time you've written a book, please share it in the comments so that the newer authors will know that it's completely normal. It's completely normal. Number 4, believing you're powerless without credentials. Oh my goodness. How many potential authors have I talked to who says, well, I'll write the book once I get this credential, get this big client, get this. Stop. Stop. You're ready now. You don't need to be with a person with lots of letters after their name. You don't need any of that. You just need to own your message and write about it. There have been books written by people who haven't even graduated high school that are excellent books. I can't think of any right now, but I know they exist. So just do it, because a lot of the confidence and authority that you're seeking will come through the writing process. Don't let some credentials, your lack of a credential, stop you from writing. Number 5, mistaking discipline for oppression. Oh my gosh. Fear tells you that structure kills creativity, but without form, writing turns into chaotic mess. Like a soul without an anchor. Let's get poetic. Your book drifts. Discipline isn't demonic, it's deliverance. I don't know how many people I've talked to that say, oh no, I can't outline my book. I've got to just write it. The muse will show up and guide me. Guess what? Your muse is disguised as an outline, and without the outline, you ain't showing up. Or if she does, she'll be really distracted. She'll be like, oh, that's a good bright, shiny object. Oh, yeah. How about throwing in the kitchen sink into your book? Embrace the turtle way. Methodically outline your book so that you write more easily later. And outlines aren't written in stone. They aren't written in stone, and they aren't straitjackets. They're guidelines, they're roadmaps. You can always stop and look at the giant ball of yarn. It's okay. It's okay. So there you go. 5 mindset shifts that will help you stop letting fear stop you from writing your book. Now, next week, I will be talking about all sorts of publishing topics, starting on Monday with 5 visual tweaks that will make your book cover more click-worthy. I hope I will see you there. This is Karma Spence saying ciao for now.
Bloopers!
The first one is trying to research your possession. Let's see. I hate when I do that. Let me try that again. Let me stop. I'm struggling here. Struggling. Okay. Let's start that over again. And now for 5 tips. Not what I wanted either. I guess this one's gonna have some boopers. Oh, corny. That's me. I cracked myself up. Oh my goodness. And number 5, making discipline this another booper. Another booper. I'm haunted by boopers.